face closer to the mic.
He's wearing a plastic mask. He does not want to be seen on camera. He's never offered an explanation. I believe he has something to hide.
Right.
I'm a fugitive. I'm an escapee.
At this point, I'm going to relinquish my control of the show to Mr. Vinny Favale. The three men will answer questions. The women will come out. They will see if they match. And then we'll take another commercial break. And then the girls will go. And now, Mr. Vinny Favale.
Welcome to the Nearly Wed game. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
We certainly are.
The way it works, boyfriends, I will ask you each a question about your girlfriend. It'll be worth 5 points for every correct answer when the girls come out. Okay?
Are you nervous?
I'm very nervous.
What? Gary, you're even nervous.
You know what? You've built this into a thing, and the bottom line is, even when the mics are off, everybody really wants to win. Because
I know.
I think that losing somehow shows you're not a good boyfriend or girlfriend.
I know, and I'm nervous now. My heart is beating real fast. I don't know if I can think straight.
Well, for me, losing somehow shows $1,000 less in my bank account. It's 3 G's.
I want to win to prove to people that I have a close relationship with my girlfriend, and I'd also like the $2,000 that I'm going to win.
Yeah.
All right, let me calm down and go ahead, Vinny.
The questions are very easy, guys, okay? Let's play the Nearly Wed game. Okay, the first question for the boyfriends. Boyfriends.
Who's going first?
I'm just going to put the question out there, and then I'll go Howard from left to right.
Oh, why
Okay?
Howard always
Okay,
first?
I'll go from Artie from right.
Yeah, let
to left.
Artie go first.
Vinny not being swayed at all. Jeez.
Well, okay, let Artie go first, and then
Then we'll do Mr. X, and then we'll
Right,
do you.
right.
Okay?
That's fine.
All right.
That's
Okay,
fine.
boyfriends, what is the name of your girlfriend's favorite perfume? Your girlfriend's favorite perfume. Artie, you're going to go first.
I'm going to say Vera Wang.
Okay, we got that written down. Mr. X, we're looking for your girlfriend's favorite perfume.
Obsession.
Whoa, pretty quick. Howard, what are you thinking?
Namaste.
Whoa.
Let's spell that.
Well, we know which one of us has money.
Why? Namaste is inexpensive.
Is it?
Nope.
It sounds expensive.
It's hard to find, but it's not expensive. Beth has simple taste, unlike Dana, who wants all your money.
Vera Wang's like, what, $4?
All right, go ahead.
Okay, question number 2 for the boyfriends. If your girlfriend had one thing that she could change about herself, what would that one thing be? Mr. X, we're going to start with you. She could change one thing about herself. What would it be?
Change one thing. Back pain. I don't know.
What?
Back pain. What? Yeah, a
Duct
physical
tape?
trait. A physical trait.
Anything. Personality, physical, whatever. I mean, you should
I didn't
know
hear what
her.
he said.
I think he said octane.
No.
Duct tape?
One thing about herself. Her eyebrows.
Okay, she would change her eyebrows.
Mm-hmm.
Howard,
Her feet.
her feet. Okay, the one thing she would change would be her feet, according to Howard. Artie, what's the one thing your girlfriend would change about herself?
Her boyfriend.
That's great.
You know what? You know what? I would say her feet too. Actually,
Really?
Yeah. She's a little insecure about her feet.
Okay, very good. All right, guys, third question.
I want to make a point at this point in the game
Yes, sir.
because I'm very nervous. When the girls come out and we're holding the cards in our lap, anybody who even makes a grunt or a poke or a noise will be disqualified. And Gary, I want you to
That's
watch.
what I'm here for.
Yeah, and even if somebody tips their cards up, I'm serious about this game. Now it's getting more intense.
Okay.
Sorry,
Did you
go
work out,
ahead.
in case you worked out any secret codes ahead?
Go ahead, Vinny.
Okay, the third question for the boyfriends. Which one of you called the other first after you exchanged phone numbers for the very first time? Okay, Howard, we're going to start with you.
I called her first.
Okay, Howard called Beth first. Artie.
I called her first.
Okay. Mr. X.
I called Robin first.
Okay, very good.
All right, at this point, Vinny, what happens?
No, I have 2 more questions.
Two more questions?
Yeah, you know what? They were so good we wanted to. Just 2 more.
You're kidding?
Yeah.
Wow, you're
Yeah.
changing the game. I thought it was 3
Yes,
questions and then 4.
It was. I told you guys ahead of time, and they said they were going to tell you. We could stop right now. Whatever you want.
I think we should stop.
This is
Okay.
all news to me.
I think 3's enough.
Okay,
Three's
3,
enough.
3 is how they play it on the show, so 3 is fine.
Because my heart is going to burst because
Okay.
I must win.
And we'll save
Right,
the
if
other
anybody says anything weird at this point, we are not allowed to talk as the girls come out.
Okay.
Anybody who says anything weird is disqualified. All right.
Is it okay for me to bring the ladies out now?
Yes.
It's the Nearly Wed game. Doug, you did a horrible
Doug, cover those up. Put them on your lap, guys.
Lap.
No, don't look at them. Put them on your lap. This will ruin the game.
Guys, this is
Don't
very
look.
serious now.
Honey, sit down and don't be nervous. All right, everybody be quiet. If anybody makes noise, they're disqualified. If anybody breathes, they're disqualified. No. Oh,
What was
Mr.
that?
X was whispered. He whispered something.
The good news is we can't understand.
It was
what-
a kiss.
Who could hear through that mask?
Kiss.
All right, Vinny, I turn the mic over to you. The
Okay.
girls are seated. It is time to see who matches. Go ahead.
Okay, now keeping score, Doug, we're going for 5 points for each match. Correct answer, okay? Artie, let's start with you. Dana, we asked Artie, what was the name of your girlfriend's favorite perfume? Don't look at each other. He answered pretty quickly.
Vera Wang.
What do we have there, guys?
Artie?
Very good. We have a correct answer. 5 points to Artie.
Oh, they kissed just like on the Newlywed Game.
Robin,
Throw that on the floor.
we asked Mr. X what the name of your girlfriend's favorite perfume. What's the answer?
I don't wear perfume.
So is that your answer?
Yes.
Nothing. What do we got? Obsession.
Oh,
You
no.
have worn perfume in the past.
Ooh,
No match there.
It's already ugly.
an angry ex. Beth, you look beautiful.
Thank you, Vinny.
We asked what your favorite perfume was.
Namaste.
Namaste. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Namaste.
Is that spelled right?
He spelled it namestay.
Close enough.
My mistake.
Doug Goodstein spelled it, not me.
All right. Wow. Okay, so
right.
far we have Howard and Beth and Artie and Dana are tied for the lead, and Robin and Mr. X, big 0.
All right.
8
But we
years.
have time.
Okay.
We have
8 years.
time. We
8
have
years you didn't
time.
know each other.
We're going to start with Robin here. Robin,
Yes.
we asked Mr. X if your girlfriend had one thing she could change about herself, what would it be? What's the one thing you could change about yourself according to Mr. X?
Jeez. Where did you get these questions? The one thing I could change about myself. I'm perfect.
I know we read your
Is that your answer?
Yes.
we read
that's
your
my-
book. We know. Is that your answer?
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. X. Your eyebrows.
Oh, jeez.
You own a mirror?
So far, no good.
I nearly said perfect. I nearly said that.
Howard and Beth.
The size of my feet.
Okay, well, what do we have? We have a match. We have a match.
Oh, all right. You're
These other couples are losers, honey.
Oh, my God. Howard in the lead so far. And now we've got Artie and Dana. Dana, what is the one thing you could change about yourself, at least according to Artie?
My thighs.
Your thighs. We're looking for thighs.
Your thighs are perfect.
It's your feet I got to put.
Sometimes you complain about your feet, right?
Well, I don't want to say anything. I know we have to keep quiet, but I just want to gloat a little.
Oh, go ahead.
The
Yeah.
score is Howard and Beth 2, Artie and Dana 1, Mr. X and Robin 0.
You had the questions in advance, Howard. I mean, what?
No, he didn't.
No.
Did not.
Go ahead, Vinny.
Okay,
we have
Howard.
to at least beat Artie and Dana.
Honey, you have perfect thighs.
All right, shh. Everyone quiet, no talking.
Okay, Howard and Beth, we're going to start with you, okay? Beth, we asked Howard which one of you called the other first after you exchanged phone numbers for the very first time. Who made the call?
Howard.
Okay? Howard called. Correct. You guys are up to 15 points. You got 3. Look at them,
All
beaming.
right. Take it easy. You're in the lead.
Oh,
This is disgusting.
they're having sex all the air.
Double A's got his binoculars out.
All right. We just had stuff. Yes.
Dana and Artie. Who made the first call, the very first phone call after phone numbers were exchanged?
Artie.
That's what Artie says. Artie, very good.
Now you have to get this one right.
No threats. Robin and Mr. X. Robin, who made the very first phone call after you guys exchanged phone numbers?
Robin did.
Robin.
You can't get this wrong. You cannot get this wrong.
Mr. X
I
called.
did not give you my number.
Okay, I forgot.
This is ugly.
Did not give you my number.
Robin, do you want a mask?
Now I know why Mr. X is wearing a mask. Mr. X, what happened there?
It was 16 years ago. I don't remember. Jesus.
He's the only real man here. He doesn't know one thing.
Hey, I wouldn't give you my number. How could you call me?
Well, as we go to commercial
Let me
break,
just tally it up, Howard.
please go ahead, Vinny.
So, Robin,
My sweet darling. Give me another kiss, baby.
show off. Robin and Mr. X, you have a big fat 0. Artie and Dana have 10. Very impressive.
Yeah.
But not so far. Howard and Beth have 15.
A perfect score.
They
Can
are-
I just say 2 out of 3 means, thoughtful. 3 out of 3 is downright fruity.
Whatever. There's
Oh,
$2
okay.
grand.
Yeah.
$2 over there, baby.
A lot of love in the room.
Hey now.
You guys are impressive.
Thank
Thank
you.
goodness my boyfriend doesn't have to be perfect for me to love him.
Yeah, because you're perfect.
You know what? I kind of love him more that he's getting them all wrong. There's something lovable about that guy.
Very cool.
All right, the men are going to go off.
When
in
we
the
come
soundtrack.
back, the men are going to go off.
All right, we're going to go in commercial. This is very exciting. The tensions, I'm a little less nervous now that things are going well, but I'm still nervous.
We have another round.
The tension is
bonus
mounting.
question.
We have
So
a
is
bonus
Howard.
question. Yes, girls.
I could
Beth,
still win.
Beth, don't let them intimidate you.
Hey, Howard.
Yes.
You know, I almost blew the game. We were in the booth there, and Beth and Dana offered to show me their breasts if I give them the answers.
What?
Really?
What?
Well, I'll show you my wiener. All right, listen, we'll be back right after this, right, Vinny?
Yep, on the Newlywed Game.
All right.
Welcome back to the Newlywed Game.
The nearly right game is what I'm calling.
The barely playing game,
The
Robin.
nearly broken up game, according to Robin.
How you girls feeling?
Okay.
Okay? All right, so with the
You
guys,
feeling better now?
I'm feeling confident, I have to say.
Dana, how about you?
I'm good.
Dana looks like she's
I
about
feel
to.
good.
Dana looks like she's about to faint.
She is. She feels ill.
Yeah, you look really scared.
Are you doing as well as you thought you would at this point?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So far, we have Robin and Mr. X have 0.
Thank
I
you.
love saying that. Artie and Dana have 10. And Howard and Beth, surprisingly, in the lead with 15. Okay, so here we go. We're going to ask you a series of questions about your boyfriends.
Now, Vinny, how much are the
Okay,
questions
so
worth?
in this round, I'm going to ask you 4 questions, okay? The first 3 are worth 10 points, so the stakes are higher. So you guys, Robin, you could still come
I
from
could
behind.
pull this out.
And the beauty of this show, the final question is worth 25 points. So even if you screw up a couple of the first ones, you still have that shot, especially if the other guys don't do as well. All right, let's start. Girlfriends, what was the last book your boyfriend read? The last book. Let's start with Robin, whenever you're ready. We're looking for the last book that your boyfriend read.
Oh. Quivers, alive.
Beginning to think that was a trick question. Okay, that's good. That's your answer. Dana, we're looking for the last book that your boyfriend read.
I'm going to say The Confederacy of Dunces.
Okay, we got that down. Beth, we're looking for the last book that your boyfriend read.
Interview with the Vampire.
Wow, very confident.
Was it 1983?
Yeah.
Yes. I think
He's
that's
gonna
the
crack
only
open-
book he has read.
He's going to crack open another one any time now.
Okay, we have our answers. Okay, our next question. Where was the location the very first time the two of you made whoopee? Now, the location, where were you guys physically at? We did Robin before. Beth, let's go with you. The very first time you guys made whoopee.
Dominic Barbara's bed.
Oh, my God.
Now there's a
In the
revelation.
Hamptons.
I
In the
think
Hamptons.
okay, I think you get points for being very specific there. Dana, the first time you and Artie made whoopee, where was it?
In my bed.
In your bed. Very nice. Robin,
In Mr. X's bed.
in Mr. X's bed, the very first time you...
Very first
You
time.
sure about that?
I'm positive.
Okay.
He's sure.
Let's do the next question. Which of your boyfriend's physical features is he the least happy with? It's the least happy with, his physical features. Dana, let's go with you.
His weight.
His
weight.
His weight, stomach. Guys, is
Yeah,
that
his
good?
stomach.
I know what she
We
means.
know what that means.
Well, wait a minute.
If he says,
No,
if,
that's not specific.
If he
enough,
says
right?
stomach and she says weight, that's not a match.
That's not specific.
Okay, so,
If I were to, you want me to be more specific?
yeah, be more specific.
I would say his
have
stomach,
some catty
definitely.
girls here.
His stomach.
We're petty.
Your catty.
Yeah,
So
really.
his stomach, the size of his stomach.
Right.
Okay, Robin, what is the one physical feature that Mr. X is least happy with? What do you think?
His nose.
His nose?
Mm-hmm.
How could you tell? He wears a mask all the time.
Why do you think he's wearing that mask?
Okay. All right, Beth, we're looking for the physical feature that your boyfriend is the least happy with.
Although I disagree. His least favorite feature on himself is his stomach.
You're going with stomach.
I'm going with
Okay,
stomach.
we've got two stomachs here. Very interesting. Okay. I'm going to ask you now, this is the big 25-point question, all right? And then after that, I will ask a tiebreaker in case we have a tie. But this, for all intents and purposes, is the big question. Okay, you ready? You're in a restaurant, and your boyfriend orders a salad. What dressing is he going to put on that salad? Beth, we'll start with you.
Oil and vinaigrette on the side.
Oh, okay, very specific. Vinaigrette on the side is the dressing for his salad. Robin,
Jeez.
you guys get out much?
Yes, but, this could be very tricky because he does a lot of ordering. Which is he going to say? I want to say French. I'm going with my first impulse.
Okay, French dressing for Mr. X on his salad. Dana, you're in a restaurant. Is a salad come? Does he even order a salad? I don't know.
No, he does.
Okay.
And I would say oil and vinegar, but sometimes people think oil and vinegar is like Italian dressing. So I'm thinking if he'll say Italian, but I'm going to say oil and vinegar.
Okay. And then we'll let the judge deal with that if that comes.
Well, oil and vinegar is oil and vinegar. Italian is Italian.
Okay. Oil and vinegar.
So Dana's going for the people tracking. Okay, we got that? All right, so this final question is just going to be a tiebreaker. We may not even get this far, okay? What is your boyfriend's favorite non-alcoholic beverage? Non-alcoholic. Robin, let's start with you.
Sprite.
Sprite. Okay, Dana.
Coke with a lot of ice.
Okay. Beth.
Poland spring water.
Poland spring water. Bottled water. Okay, guys, this is great.
Okay, just vamp for 2 seconds.
Okay. All right, so girls, tell me, are you nervous? What are you thinking right now?
I am very confident right now.
Beth, really?
Yes.
Well, you know what? I feel confident too, but that hasn't done me any good.
I do too, but I'm thinking I should have said Italian dressing. I gotta tell
That
you.
stomach thing makes me a little nervous, too. Okay, the guys are coming out now, so... Oh, no, they're not yet. Okay, let's...
What are they doing?
So, Beth, how much practicing went into this game for you and Howard? I mean, seriously.
Well, we rehearsed with Dominic Barbara and his wife Leslie once, and we also rehearsed with Stuttering John and Susanna.
I know
and
that we
was
had to
it.
disqualify, just so you girls know, a lot of questions because you guys
Because
had
of those.
played
Yeah,
it a
you
lot.
have not asked
So we
any
have
of those questions.
not been redundant.
Yeah,
Robin,
but it's never mind.
have you even... have you ever met Mr. X?
You know what? We're getting to know each other very
You
slowly.
are. How many years have you guys been together?
Well, we've known each other for about 16, 17 years.
And do you live together right now?
No.
You don't?
No.
Okay, we got the guys coming out now. Hold on. Hold your tongues.
Are these mine?
All right, the guys are coming out.
I just thought it was funny. We're back in the soundproof room, and I look over and I see there's a guy from E with headphones on listening to the show. I go, how is this a soundproof room if you're listening?
Is that true?
Yeah, that's that guy in the corner. He's got headphones on, but
That's not right.
But we couldn't hear a thing. Not a radio blasting in there.
No, we had
Keep those cards down on your lap.
Uh-oh, Robin.
Robin is getting a little...
Robin, in all fairness, Mr. X was the one who tried to look her ready.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay.
All right, now we will shut up. Hello, darling. Are you all right?
Yes, sweetheart.
She's great.
Is Robin bullying you?
No.
No, they were ganging up on Dana for a second.
Oh, really?
We're trying to keep
She
her
wasn't
on.
specific enough. That's
All right, here we go. Let's go.
no.
And who starts?
Well, I just want to say one thing. The beauty of this game, even though Robin's behind right now, the point system is such that you could come from behind. These are all going to be worth 10 points. Until
I know.
We get to the
the
big
last question is 25 points.
Okay,
That's
so
the big
that's
one.
the
All right.
brilliance of this game. All right,
That's
so
the
this was the first question. A lot of thought went into this
Brilliance.
game. What was the last
Who
book?
are you asking, by the way?
I am asking now the question
Hold it,
to the
stop.
men.
I am hearing somebody whispering into a microphone.
That was Doug, who
done.
had some sort of problem.
It's done.
All right.
He
Because,
didn't breach any security, did he?
No.
Okay.
all right. Some of the microphones can be killed, Scott. It's okay. Yes.
Scott could be good.
Vinny,
Are we ready?
improving it up.
Boyfriends. What
Who are
was-
you asking
Well,
first?
let me put the question out there first. You could all digest
Okay.
it. Okay. No. All right. I'm hosting.
All right.
You don't have any confidence that Vinny knows what he's doing.
None.
So
Zero.
far, we're doing fine, right? Okay. Ready? What was the last book your boyfriend read? We asked this of the girls. We want the guys to answer. Mr. X, I'm dying to know what you think she read. The last book.
The Last Detective.
What did you read to me last night?
Say it.
That's not
Quivers
reading. I read your
of
book.
Life. The book you came in with.
Well, what would you answer that? I mean, at least
I wasn't
you read
reading.
that
I
to
was
me last
goofing
night.
around. I read an excerpt. I wasn't reading the book. I've never read the book.
Oh, never mind.
He wouldn't read that book.
He's got the book on tape. Howard and Beth. We're looking for, Howard, the last book you read, at least as far as Beth would know.
Anne Rice book called Interview with a Vampire.
Oh, my God. We have a correct answer.
They rehearsed.
I'm leaving. That's
They rehearsed this.
Who's my little
Read it to
Shimoopy?
me last night.
That is tough.
Hey, can I say something? He should have gotten that. Yeah, he was holding the book.
Absolutely.
All right. See, Tony?
That's not a
He
book
came
I
in
was
reading the book.
All right,
Tony,
Artie.
please.
Artie
We're trying to
and
win a
Dana.
game
All
here.
Artie
right,
will-
everyone quiet down.
Sorry.
Quiet
I'm
down.
leaving.
He's leaving.
Settle down. Artie, Dana, we're looking for the last book you read. What did Dana say?
Well, the last book I read is probably my favorite book, which I've told her about. It's A Confederacy of Dunces.
Okay, yes, we have a correct answer. You guys are newlywed.
God, this stinks.
Howard, it's pretty close. Howard and Beth with 25. Artie and Dana with 20. And forget it, Robin and X. You got nothing.
Hey, Howard.
What would you have said if I hadn't read that book last night?
Whoa. Okay, sorry, go ahead, Mr.
Mumble into the mic.
Mr. X. Mr. X, can you take off that mask?
I want to know what she would have said if I had not read her book to her
But
last
the
night.
answer was
Oh, don't
what
be
you
specific now.
last read.
He brings up
Let's
a good...
break up. I can't take it anymore.
Mr. X is so handsome. He should take off his mask.
Yeah, he
Take it
should
off.
Mr. X, take off your mask.
Come on.
Yeah,
Boss,
I
no.
want to see you one last time.
All right, let's continue the game.
Can I just say I'm happy we're doing well, but this is like playing the Yankees.
All right, just calm down. It's very close.
Okay.
Don't psych us out.
The next question is going to be, where was the location the first time the two of you made whoopee? The very first time the two of you made whoopee. Let's go with Artie and Dana first.
That is Dana's apartment.
Dana's apartment we're looking for. Dana's bed, more specific. But
No, that's good.
Is your bed in your apartment?
Yes.
Then you got that right. Howard and Beth, we're looking for the place the first time you guys made whoopee.
Dominic Barbara's house in his bed.
Word for word, exactly Dominic's bed. And I pray to God that Dominic wasn't there.
Wait, it says in the Hamptons. He has a few houses.
Wow. Robin, X, come on. Mr. X, what are you thinking? Where's the first time you guys made whoopee?
Robin's apartment in Queens.
Oh, my God.
Robin, what did you say?
Robin, what do we have?
I know that's right.
Mr. X's bed.
Can I ask Mr. X a question?
Yes.
How do you not remember that?
I think I do remember it. I think her memory is faulty.
Oh, you do?
Yes, I
So,
do.
Robin, are you wrong?
No, I'm not wrong.
All right, let's continue.
Okay, you ready, guys? Boyfriends. Which of your physical features are you least happy with, according to your girlfriend? Let's go with Howard and Beth first. Your physical feature that you're least happy with.
Well, you might have got me on this one. I'm going to say my stomach.
Wow.
Holy cow. Oh, my goodness.
Soaking this.
I can't believe this. This is ridiculous.
No, there's a code.
Nobody's
Questions.
100%.
Have you seen them?
Not.
They're like two girls.
Wrong.
Yeah, Robin, in all fairness, you guys have been 100%
we are
wrong.
100%.
It's true. All right, let's go. Come
Okay,
on.
Dana and Artie, because I got to save Robert for last.
You know, I think, I'm pretty sure I've told you this. It's the same thing. My stomach, my gut.
Let's see what you got, Dana. Stomach.
Oh, they're right on our ass.
They are on your
See,
tail.
they're right on our ass, honey.
They have 40 to your 45. Robin, you could still pull it out.
Oh, shut up.
She's going to pull it out all right.
Mr. X, what is the physical feature that you are least happy with, at least according to Robin?
My back.
Your who?
Back.
Your what?
Back.
You're back.
Your
Rob,
you should not be happy with your back.
Let's
is duck.
just keep going.
What did you write? What did
Robin,
you
what did you
write?
have? I know what Robin had. Robin, show it for the show.
I'm perfect.
She went with nose.
Let's see it. What's wrong with it?
Come back to
Mr. X is bolting.
Mr. X, why your back?
Back pain.
Back pain, yeah. That's a good answer.
Well, that's true. But, I mean, you don't want to get rid of your back. I've heard you sometimes complain about your nose.
I've never complained
Robin, are you
about my nose.
crying?
I complained about my nose when I smelled your cooking. I complained about my nose.
each other.
You know, Robin, I could match better with you.
I can match better with you.
Can I ask a question, Vin, now
Yes,
about this? Is there any way we can win now?
Sure.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Bonus question.
Yeah.
Robin could still win by getting the next one
No.
right.
No, you
No, they're
have
done.
30 points,
I
don't
think
you?
they're out.
Here's the
There
deal.
are
Well, no,
more.
but Robin, you could gain respectability. We need you. We
let's
don't want
go,
to
let's
zero
go,
on the
let's
No,
go.
I'd rather be perfectly wrong.
Yeah, that's more interesting.
So, boyfriends, the big 25-point question.
This
all
is the
right?
25?
This is the 25-pointer, okay? You're in a restaurant. The guy orders salad dressing. Boyfriends, what dressing are you going to put on the salad, at least according to your girlfriends? Let's start with Howard and Beth. Salad dressing.
Didn't I go first the last time?
All right. Let's
Let
you know,
us
let's
go
you know what?
because
Let's go.
we
You're right.
don't even matter.
Let's go with Robin and X.
Ask the question again.
Okay, you're in a restaurant. You order a salad, Mr. X.
Oh.
What salad dressing are you going to put on that salad?
Honey mustard. She said French, didn't she?
Let's see what Robin had. Reg.
Why is it the second answer?
Yeah, Vinny, why are you so... Okay, all right. Now, in true newlywed...
I need to go to Artie
That's
and
right.
Dana first because
That's
then
right,
you have to
because
beat them if they get
that's
it right.
Right, what is the score at this point?
Okay, right now, Howard, you have 45 and Artie and Dana have 40. So the 25 will put, either one of you pretty over the top. Okay, you ready? Artie, Dana, you're...
Well, there's only two that I really use. Oil and vinegar, like a regular Italian, like a pizza salad, a pizzeria, or a balsamic vinaigrette. Which did she say? I'm going to go with oil and vinegar. Oil and vinegar.
Oil and vinegar?
Yeah. Oh, my God!
This is a tough one.
That's exactly what I said.
Can I ask a question? I guess I can't.
Absolutely.
I guess I can't.
No, you
No.
have to answer the question.
Think
he asked.
about it. That's okay.
I ordered
Come
a
on.
dressing. Am I going to put on?
Exactly. See if
Okay.
Beth pays attention to you.
It would be your salad.
I am going to go with... We've gotten every question right. This is the one that counts. Oil and vinegar.
Vinaigrette
I
on
said
the
oil
side.
and vinaigrette.
Vinaigrette is oil and
I
vinegar.
said oil and vinaigrette. If you guys can
Yes, you
replay it.
Let
Okay,
Gary
well,
be the judge.
You guys can replay it.
Gary?
Okay, here's the deal.
Oh,
No, here's the deal.
Vinaigrette is
She
oil
said
and
she
vinegar.
said an oil and vinaigrette. Then she said vinaigrette. Now, Dana was trying to decide between oil and vinegar or Italian. I told her she had to pick one, and I believe vinaigrette is the same as oil and vinegar. I really do.
I believe so.
So I say that that's the right answer.
I said
is,
oil
though.
and vinaigrette. Do you remember?
Well,
Oil and vinaigrette. She said oil and... You think that's not the same?
what's the difference? What's the difference? No,
I
wait.
mean,
No, hold on a
trying to
second.
steal
That's
the game.
semantics, Robin.
What's the difference?
I said exactly what was written.
That's
I said
right.
oil
We-
But it doesn't mean we're wrong.
We made
We said
Dana
oil and
be
vinegar.
very specific. We made her be very...
Twice, not once.
And she
Twice.
said
The bonus
Yeah, but
question.
hold it.
Hold it,
Her
hold it,
question
hold it.
was a difference
Oh, wait,
between
hold on.
Italian dressing and oil and vinegar.
No, but...
Oil and vinaigrette is the same as oil and vinegar.
No.
It absolutely is.
No,
But
because...
you guys were making her be so specific.
Robin,
Wait, hey, hold on, Howard. Here's the thing.
We win.
If Beth said
We won.
Did Beth use to...
Wait.
You can.
Here's the deal.
Harry said it. He's
No,
the
wait.
judge.
Here's the
stand by-
Can the judge talk for a second? The judge doesn't. The judge. No. The judge doesn't order a lot of salad. Okay, so the judge doesn't
Neither
know.
does Artie.
Is there a difference? Let me finish my thought.
Yeah, who am I,
Is there a
Mr.
difference
Salad?
between
There is
oil
no
and
difference
vinegar?
between oil and vinegar
There is truly
with oil
a
and
difference
vinaigrette.
between
'Cause I
oil
got
and
two-
vinegar and vinaigrette.
Oil and vinegar is
Yeah, but
vinaigrette.
Robin,
No.
I got two
It
guys.
is not
I
vinaigrette.
It is vinaigrette.
got two guys
No,
in
it
Play back
stereo.
her answer.
I got Freddie on one side and Tom on the other side, both saying that there is a distinct difference.
There's a
I don't
distinct
know.
difference. It's the herbs you put in the
Wait,
vinegar.
here's the
That's
question.
why-
Rip off.
Hold on, Robin. Robin, here's the question. But did Beth use the word vinaigrette?
Yes.
So then,
I said,
then it's right then.
I said
No.
wait.
I said vinaigrette. Oil and vinegar.
I said oil and vinaigrette, and then I said vinaigrette, oil and vinaigrette. It's what we order. It's,
She said...
He said oil
Honey, we
and
win.
vinegar.
We won.
said
Where's my
oil and
money?
vinaigrette.
Where's my money?
I said oil and vinegar. She wrote oil and vinegar.
I don't care about
But
the extra
we-
question. I won.
Wait a minute. Let me say this.
We allow for
I
interpretation.
win.
Wait a second.
She said oil and vinaigrette.
play back what I said.
Play back back what she
Excuse
said.
me,
I knew this was
excuse
gonna
me.
happen.
Dana and Artie match perfectly, even as to
Right.
what she said.
So what?
She said, "Is he going to call it Italian or oil and vinaigrette because he usually oil and vinegar
Well,
because he
and
usually
an-
orders
Italian-
it in a paper
Italian's
and
got other
completely
stuff in it.
Italian's
and we
completely
made her
different.
Be specific.
Yes, and Robin, I was specific, and Beth was
What did
specific.
you say?
I said oil and vinegar, which is a vinaigrette.
No, that is a vinaigrette. It's not vinaigrette.
It's vinaigrette.
No.
Howard.
You don't even know that.
I do too.
We win.
Howard,
you.
I don't know
The
about
judge
this.
said we won.
Well, but the other
At this
thing is
point,
that
you want it. Can I just put
All right, all right,
Wait a second.
Can I just
I
say
know
We got
what to do.
everyone
I would
right.
like
I know what to do.
1 second. We have a tiebreaker
That's
question.
right.
Bring it on.
That's
That's out
Bring
there.
it on.
I said oil and vinegar. She wrote oil and vinegar.
Hey, hey, Artie, you know what? Artie,
But you go through every one of your answers, Artie. You didn't have exact.
I know
matches
Artie
on
wants to yell.
everything.
Hey, Howard, you know what?
You
I'll
didn't
say
have
this.
exact-
Dana
You
shook her
said
head
his
as you
bed.
were going
Hold
through
it,
the...
hold it. You said you made love the first time. She said in the bed. You said something different.
Well,
Is
there's
that different?
Howard, but
yes,
yes, it's different.
So is oil and vinegar any different than vinaigrette? No.
Yes.
Vinaigrette is oil and
Especially
vinegar.
Everyone in
she
this
said
room is
oil
saying
and
different.
vinaigrette.
She also
I
said,
did
by the
say
way,
oil and vinaigrette.
by the way, just to add something that wasn't written on the card, what she actually said was vinaigrette on the side.
Well, yeah, it's always on the side because I put it
doesn't
on.
mean
But you didn't
The
say
side,
that.
See,
wouldn't have
now you're
gotten it
trying to
wrong.
screw me.
If you
No,
want
the
to
We
side
always
is
get it
not
on the
distinction.
side.
We were looking for the type of dress, and we don't care.
If you want to
Yeah.
give me a tiebreaker, I'll do it, but otherwise I'm taking the money and won.
No, we
I
give
win.
him the
Let's
tiebreaker.
do the
Robin can't deal with
tiebreaker,
it.
but guys,
Wait a minute.
I don't want this to be a tainted victory.
Let's go to phone calls. Let's see what the
That's a
calls
great. You know what? I agree with Robin. Let's
Right.
throw out the question. We can
Bad question. Play it back.
play it back.
No,
You know-
well,
Go to the next question.
Okay.
Go to the next
throw
question.
it out and go, this is your 25-point question.
Go ahead.
Okay, boyfriends. We asked the girlfriends.
Cheating.
Oh, be quiet.
I won,
You
but they
probably
don't.
don't want
You know
this
what?
to be-
I want to say something to my audience. I won, but they can't deal with it because Beth and I have true
Look.
love.
So
ahead.
close,
one
and
is-
Artie has a lot more money riding on it.
No one is denying you guys are truly in love. It's been impressive, but I'm saying I said oil and vinegar. She wrote oil and vinegar.
I can go through every one of your answers. They weren't exact
But
matches.
neither were yours. It has to
That's
be
my point. But oil and vinegar is vinaigrette. That's what oil and vinegar is.
What was on
No,
your
you know what?
God had
Hey,
written oil and
John, shut up,
vinaigrette.
John.
Well,
Shut
no,
up.
Artie, here's
you
the thing.
got money on this. Shut up.
So do you have money on it too, Artie?
Yeah, but you're what the hell? You're in the judging now?
I'm not judging. I'm just saying if she says...
Let's go to
if
the
she
next
said
question.
vinaigrette,
Can I-
then it's
I
different.
Can the
really
judge? Can the judge say one thing?
Please.
Let's
Can the
go
judge
to
say
the
one
next
thing?
question. Thank you, Judge. And you're some judge. You big tooth bastard. You said I
Okay.
won, and then you took it away from me.
Here's why.
In a restaurant, shut up.
All right.
In a restaurant, you have a choice of oil and vinegar or vinaigrette.
That's
And
right.
she said oil and vinaigrette.
No.
And
That's
I
not
said
what she
oil.
said.
Yes, she did.
No, what she said
Play
is
back what I initially
Yeah, play it back.
Cheating,
The problem might be that
cheating,
Doug
and
played
more
back
cheating
down
going
with
on.
he is going to play it back.
This is a rape.
A question.
All right, let's
No,
be
he didn't.
quiet. Let's be quiet.
No,
for
I
a
did. You're so
Robin.
jealous of my relationship.
See, here's the thing.
A question.
Here's the
You're
Beth,
jealous.
Beth has a point. Beth has a point if it was written wrong. What she said, if it was written down
she
wrong.
said that.
That's what I'm saying, Artie. She said vinaigrette. That's what we're trying to say.
Either way,
Oil
if
and
she
vinaigrette.
said oil
I
and
did right.
vinaigrette
I
on the side,
said-
it's not
I said
vinaigrette on the side, it's oil.
And then I said
It's on the
vinaigrette
side.
on the side.
If I put it on, it's on the side.
Yeah, the side business is irrelevant here. We were just looking for the.
I want to
dressing.
argue the side.
Would you like to hear it? Would you like to hear it?
He
No.
said vinaigrette, not oil and
Robin
vinaigrette.
said go with the last question. I am willing
It
to.
would be wrong.
Even though I
Robin, you have
won,
no points.
Even
Shut
though
up.
the judge. Even
Yes,
though
she
the,
does. Robin
even,
has an excellent point.
No, he meant on the board.
even though the judge declared me the winner.
No,
with
you're
Beth,
right. We said judges.
I am willing to. No, I'm willing
Judge is
to.
Baba Booey.
Then
I am willing.
Did I ask not to do this?
25 off the board.
Take it off
Let's
the
go
board.
back to where we were.
Go to Robin first, and let's go.
But wait, Howard, before you do the question, I got to say something. Before you do the question, now Artie, not
I
against
don't
you.
want to discuss it.
It's not about money, but when Artie was going through the two decisions, Dana was shaking her head when you said that.
I saw that.
I'm telling you, I
Stop,
saw that.
stop.
I'm just saying.
I saw her shake
Just
her
look
head
straight
on
ahead.
Italian.
John,
we go to
that
the
is-
video?
that is the scumbaggiest
I
thing I've
saw
ever
it.
heard in my life, you creep.
Artie, I saw it too.
I swear to God, she
John.
No
did.
offense.
Hey, Howard.
Artie, I
Scumbag
saw it
creep.
too. All right.
Howard.
Question.
Can you do me a favor, move over a little? I can't see Beth.
All right.
Like I would know which one she's shaking her head about.
I saw it. I knew what she
He's
said.
not even looking at me anyway. His head is forward.
I saw that.
If I'm shaking
He's
my
got
head
eyes on
because
his
he
face.
said what I said verbatim, which was the Italian
I was
dressing,
wrong. I'm just
which
trying to
can
say
be
it's the last
oil
question.
and vinegar.
Before we do
Literally.
this, let me
Okay.
just say, before we do this, I agreed that Gary would be the final, and if that's what you want to do, that's fine with me.
No,
Gary's
final.
Gary's
I'm the
wrong in
final.
this
Let's
case.
do this.
Okay,
final
let's
question.
do this one.
So
We
there's
have-
no hard feelings when I beat your ass again. Let's do it. Go
There's
ahead.
no reason to say ass.
Now you know why I wore the mask.
The score is back down to Howard and Beth at 45.
Go ahead.
Artie and Dana at 40. And Robin, you have 0.
Wait,
Look that up.
how are we going to do this? So
I'm just going to ask another question. You ready?
But Vinny, do me a favor.
We have another question.
Let Robin answer because I want to see her go perfect.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
Go ahead.
Wait. Is honey mustard the same as French? I think it is.
Or you said honey mustard, but it really means French, right?
Let's go.
Okay, you
Everyone
ready,
quiet
guys?
down.
Boyfriends or girl? We asked this question of the girlfriends. What is your boyfriend's favorite non-alcoholic beverage? Non-alcoholic. Robin, you got to go first here.
No.
Oh, he's supposed to say it.
He can't see anything. Don't worry. Mr. X.
Iced tea.
Oh, Jesus.
Robin had Sprite. A perfect 0. Judges, what do we
I
think?
want to save all these cards.
Will you stay with him, Robin? Who's next?
Okay, Artie and Dana, only because they're in second place right
Because
now.
we're winners.
Regular Coke with a lot of ice.
Regular Coke, Coke with ice.
There you go.
Okay. Howard and Beth, we're looking for your favorite non-alcoholic beverage.
Well, once again, I will win the game for the second time now with the answer water.
Poland Spring?
That's fine.
That's water?
Poland Spring is
Oh,
water.
we're fine with
not
that.
exact.
Stop.
Howard and
Not
Beth, you
exact.
won the Nearly-Wet
Wasn't
game.
exact. Poland Spring isn't water.
You say you like Poland Spring on the side.
Well, let me tell you something. Because congratulations, honey, but it's a shallow victory because
No,
it's
I
under
don't feel
question.
good.
I will not take the money. I will not take the money.
No, take the money.
No,
Take
I
the
won't.
Yeah, Artie, I won't take the money either.
I'll
I
take the
won't
money.
take
Let's
it.
play again.
I'm disgusted by the whole
I will
thing.
not.
I smell a rematch.
Howard.
Square.
Howard, take the money.
No,
Take the money.
No, I'm not taking the money
I will not take the money out.
Roll it over to the next game.
because it was a discrepancy. I challenge both couples to another match in a month.
Oh my God.
Robin, Tony, Mr. X, you ought to break up.
Yeah, I'm coming in here with
You
a
need
different
relationship
guy.
therapy.
Babe, we won.
Well, that's why I won't take the money.
You know what, Howard? You know whose fault it is, though? No, it's actually Vinny's, because if Beth said a vinaigrette and oil, someone should have said, well, which one, you know what I mean?
am not the judge here. It was clear that Gary
But you have
and
to
Doug
clarify the
and
answer.
Doug should have said, what am I writing here? Doug is in the back like a little squirrel
What
writing
did
wrong
you say?
answers.
I said oil, and
And
then I
vinaigrette.
said vinaigrette.
We can play it right now.
That would mean
Play it.
he was wrong.
Howard, if we get quiet, we can hear it.
All right, let me hear it.
All right, very Paul.
Fred, you got it?
I got it up, but
Okay, as
Oh,
usual,
perfect. We
nothing
can't
works.
hear
Well, very good. That's good. All right, listen, I will not take the money.
No, Howard, please take the money.
No, because I am not sure.
I
that-
pay bets.
I am not sure. No,
Even if you want a rematch, you should take the money.
no, I will not take it. Beth will not take it.
Roll it over.
What dressing is he going to put on that salad?
Now, you guys
Oh,
did. You,
Back it up.
you guys got to play.
Start with you.
Oil and vinaigrette on the side.
Oh,
See?
okay, very specific.
Oil and vinaigrette.
On the sounded
Yes.
like
Is the
Beth
dressing
meant
for the
vinaigrette
salad.
being oil and vinegar.
Yes.
It sounds that's her definition. It sounded.
No.
No, oil and vinegar.
She was saying oil and vinegar, and then she went by what she thought was a proper
Artie,
name.
then you take the money. If you really
No,
believe
see-
oil and vinegar is not vinaigrette.
I was judging.
That time it sounds like she says it's a vinaigrette,
It
right?
sounds like she thinks oil and vinegar
No.
equals vinaigrette. It sounds like she's right.
Yes.
I honestly
She
do.
said oil
No.
and vinegar, and then she gave the formal name vinaigrette. What is
Yeah.
vinaigrette?
You can't decipher it.
Vinaigrette
But
is
that's
oil
what
and
I
vinegar.
said about oil
Exactly.
and
It's
vinegar
like a
and
gay
Italian.
Italian
Excuse me. The other name for oil and vinegar is vinaigrette. End of sentence.
What does it say?
I will not take
This is a matching game.
I will not take. I will not take the money because of the discrepancy.
Howard, would you like to know? I'm just looking
I
at.
am a champion. I answered every single question properly. Beth is a champion.
The audience is against
What do
you.
you get?
The audience.
You
is
wanna take some calls?
The audience has always been against me. That is why I'm
Howard.
retiring in 3 years. I've had it. I am out. I'm out of the business.
Howard.
And you can all sit and argue the rest of your lives.
Answer this question.
Oh.
What happens when you ask the waiter for oil and vinegar?
He brings me vinaigrette. We did this last night at dinner.
No. He brings you oil and vinegar.
And she said oil and vinaigrette.
No, she said no, vinaigrette.
So take the money.
I'm not going to take. I'm not going to take
the money. It's
No,
your
no,
money.
no.
You
I'm
win.
not taking
You
the money.
Vinaigrette
I'm
is
not
oil
taking
and
the money.
vinegar.
You win.
I'll
You
take
win.
the money.
I'm not taking the money.
You want it? Mr. X wants the money. All right. This is clearly
Rematch.
been.
Only people here who
It's a
have no
rematch in a
claim to
month.
the
Why don't we do this? Why don't
Let's take a poll.
Vinny, who's
Let's
the
take a
winner?
poll.
Who's the
Howard,
winner?
you guys won. I mean, you listen to the tape. Looks like she
Just
won.
a draw.
Yeah, Vinny, who has his own show on a network you work
Let's
for?
take a poll.
Scumbag.
We'll take a poll of everyone.
Wait, how about this? I got a great idea. Why don't the four of us split their 1,000?
No.
They got no points.
I will not do it. I will not. I am disgusted with everyone.
Again, Howard, I tell you, the audience,
Except for Beth.
the audience is all. If you take any phone call, there's 20 calls up
I
there.
don't care.
I'm just telling you.
I will
Final
simply
score,
say
Howard
this.
and Beth, 70.
simply say
Artie and Dana,
this.
65. And Robin, 0.
Thank you,
With
but I
Mr.
will
X.
simply say this. If you go to a restaurant and order oil and vinegar, you get one thing. If you order vinaigrette, you get another
And
thing.
here's the problem with what you just said, which the audience is missing as well. When Beth said oil and vinaigrette, that should have been a clarification. Vinny should have said to her,
Yes.
is it vinaigrette or oil and vinegar?
She
Or
clarified it. If you really listen to the tape, she said oil and... No, she said
said oil and vinaigrette.
And then she went by the other name that it's known as, which is
Yes.
vinaigrette, which is how I took it to be.
Exactly.
She paused for a second. I'm not going to say oil and vinegar. I'm going to say vinaigrette. It's
Vinny,
one word. easy
Vinny,
to
you're
write.
right.
Listen to the tape.
Well, I listened to the tape. I was here. I was on the tape.
Vinny, absolutely. You have no conflict of interest here. You're right.
I don't work for Howard.
Well,
Oh, you know what? On the if you ever watched the Newlywed Game, if a couple said oil and vinegar vinaigrette or oil and
It would be
vinaigrette,
very generous.
they would, of course, give it to that couple.
It wasn't a
What we
close
have
game.
here is, on the one hand, Artie and Dana, who badly need money. on the second hand, Robin, who cannot believe she didn't get one right and wants me to lose.
Very
They're
bitter.
envious of your
Very bitter.
relationship.
I win, but I am graciously accepting the fact that you guys want to nitpick. After all, Poland Spring isn't the same answer as water. I know
agree
that.
with that. You should have thrown
Well,
that out.
that's
No.
right. All right.
If
Now,
you want a rematch, is everybody up for a rematch?
I am ready to
Done.
rematch.
The question is, Robin,
Double the money.
why would you be up for one?
Because we can study for a month.
Hey,
You
Rob,
better
your
go
book,
to school.
I thought that studying was bunk.
your book must suck.
Well, I'm shocked that there is no definitive winner. In fact, in a moment of graciousness, Artie and Dana can take the money.
No.
My money.
That's
Here's
how gracious.
here's what I'll say.
You take my money.
Here's what I'll say. As an honorable gambler, we agreed that Gary's the last word. He said you won, so take it. I got no problem with
Gary,
it.
No.
in this case, was clearly wrong.
Look, I'll make it back on the Jets this weekend.
No, you won't. You will never make it back. Dana, you are lovely.
Thank you.
You didn't win, but you can continue to think you did. I see the look in your eyes. And do
No,
whatever you
you're the
want.
champion.
And you have nice feet.
And
Don't worry
Beth.
about it. Artie, you did way better than anyone ever
I
thought.
mean, come on, how about that, though, at least? I mean, we were...
Yeah, you guys did.
We were the...
65
I
points.
feel the audience didn't get satisfaction. I blame you, Vinny.
No.
I do.
I blame John. I
with
think
you,
it's
man.
I
John's
blame
fault.
Gary.
I got to tell you,
Vinny.
Howard, when it got to I saw this whole thing hurtling at me like a comet.
Yeah.
I knew it was coming right at me.
It is you.
You should have put your
I
teeth in
hated
the
being-
line.
When I put you in charge of something, you should do a better job.
You know.
I think Doug
Beth,
screwed up.
Excuse me, and Mr. X, I know it took a lot for you to get in here. You're obviously a very busy man. You have things to do. You have an identity
Obviously,
crisis.
I'm not on his
You went to the party store to buy a mask.
Robin, I'm sorry what happened today. I know that this has caused you great pain.
Yes, I hope we can survive this.
Can you survive it?
It's going to be touch and go for a while.
0.
Hey, Howard, you know what?
Are you angry with him? No. No, you're not. Mr. X, are you angry?
All my answers were right.
Artie's giving me the evil eye.
I am not.
I don't like it.
We're going to have a rematch, and
No
we're not going to
rematch.
take any money.
I don't want any rematch.
Okay.
Look, man, you're the reason I make money, so take it. You're going to have a...
No,
it's
no,
hard.
no. That's
Don't
all.
like
Howard,
any
it's
money.
Howard.
I'm a loser. Beth and I lost. Artie and Dana get the money.
I don't want the
I'm
money.
declaring you the winner.
You're in love and people hate you for it.
I want to say to
It's
Beth,
true. Look at that.
many people will be jealous.
Silly.
Many people will be jealous of our love. What we have accomplished today is unbelievable if you think about it. For a couple to get every answer right. And, hey, not taking anything away from Artie and Dana, who got almost every question right.
That's right.
That's a great...
we were perfect, too.
You guys were
Perfect
perfect.
0. You have a perfect circle.
But, darling, our love has been proven here today. And I think we graciously accept that somehow oil and vinegar is not vinaigrette. That's what people want to hold us to. There's only 5 million dressings on the planet. But we said oil, vinegar, vinaigrette, and everyone wants to take our money, but they can't take our love away from us.
Howard, can I ask you one
Look at the
question?
way she's looking at
Can I
it.
ask
Right,
you,
honey?
Howard, can I ask you a question?
That's exactly what you said you'd say.
If I would have made Beth clarify, right? If I would have said, Beth, pick one, oil and vinegar or vinaigrette.
That would have been better.
And if she would have clarified and you would have said oil and vinegar, you'd still probably be having this argument.
No, I would have lost.
Can I just ask one question? When I walked in here, you guys said you were making Dana be more specific about something.
Right. On the weight loss question.
No. I made it specific on the salad.
No, she
and
said your
Italian.
weight.
No,
You
the
said,
weight.
what is he least happy
Stomach
about? Your
versus
weight.
weight.
You said be specific.
No,
it's that.
guys,
Yeah,
please.
least happy about
All
it.
right,
no.
what's that question?
Guys, you're all wrong. It was on the salad question. It was very simple. Dana clearly said, sometimes people say that Italian is oil and vinegar, but I'm going to say oil and vinegar, not Italian.
But she would have
because let
gotten
me
it
tell you
right.
something.
But she would have gotten it
Let
right
me
if
tell
he
you
said
something.
oil and vinegar.
Italian dressing is not oil and vinegar.
That's right.
The problem here is when Beth says oil and vinaigrette, she's talking
You
about,
can
you see,
order it.
there's about 50 million different dressings. That's about as close as you can be. Granted, they're not the
Except by
same word.
saying oil and
They
vinegar
would have
when you say
just so
oil
you
She
and
know.
said
vinegar.
oil and vinaigrette.
But here's
Robin,
me.
wait, I need to say something
We're
here.
arguing
I gave
again
up the
about
money.
this, and that's not even the question that Artie asked.
If Dana had said oil and vinegar and Artie said Italian dressing, we
Wrong.
would have given it to them.
Wrong.
Excuse me.
Howard,
no,
this backs
we
your
would
argument.
not
Be
have.
quiet.
No,
No, it
we would
doesn't.
not have.
No, because I made a
We would
clarification.
not have.
We would not have. Don't tell me what I would have
We
done.
made her choose between Italian
Right.
and oil and vinegar.
That's
So why did they make Beth choose?
Yeah, exactly.
Because
That's Howard's point.
Oil and vinegar is vinaigrette. That's
So
why.
Gary didn't feel it need to be clarified.
I don't know the difference.
Let me say something.
There is none.
Well, no, Tom's here.
Tom
Like
is a jerk.
No.
Oh, hi, Tom. I didn't see you there.
No, here's what Tom's saying. Tom's saying when you go to a
I don't want to
restaurant-
hear about it
Look,
anymore. Artie and Dana won.
No.
Artie and Dana win. If you want to take away my win, if you want to take away my glory today, as I prove that I have perfect answers for Beth. Shut up, Tom. Really, Tom, you punched your coat. That's why your hand
you
is
fought
broken.
with a jacket.
You fought your jacket and lost. We lose. Tom says we lose. Somehow he became the judge. Everyone's the judge.
Gary's the judge. He made a decision, so take the money. I'm
No,
telling you.
I will
There's
not
no-
take.
The least. Dana's first answer was weight. And then she said, and everybody was
She
like,
said maybe his stomach.
Maybe his stomach. And then we said, look, if he comes out here and says my stomach, we're not going to accept weight
Right.
as the answer.
Those are two different answers.
And that's how all this clarification stuff started.
Right. If he said
And
wait,
so it had to match perfectly.
The original
by the way-
show was a little more loose.
Hey, Robin.
Poland Spring does not match water.
Hey, Robin.
So
Right, I agree. You lost that.
No,
That's
he would have
ridiculous.
gotten that
That's
right.
ridiculous.
I got a question for you, Robin. You know,
No,
Robin.
Clarify- 70s.
Wait a second.
Weight is to stomach as not as oil and vinegar is the vinaigrette.
Howard.
Excuse me,
It's a
as
little
oil and
closer,
vinaigrette is
but
to oil and
again,
vinegar.
Howard, I will say,
No.
if you
Actually, Poland Spring is a type of water.
May I
not
just
water.
say one last thing?
I,
You know,
I
one
have
last
to
thing.
get to commercial.
One last thing. 'cause
I'm
It's
gonna
important. It's
say one
important.
more
No,
thing.
none of you will say anything.
It's
There
important.
can be vinaigrette on
guess
the
I'm wrong.
menu of a
That's
restaurant,
important.
and you can still order
If you listen
oil
to the
and
tape,
vinegar,
The problem
and
is,
they'll
says
bring you
she said-
oil and
The
vinegar,
problem
vinaigrette.
is, she said oil and vinaigrette,
You
That's
said oil
what-
listening.
and vinegar.
and she said oil and vinaigrette.
Robin, I got a question for
It's the
Robin
same thing.
because Robin loves to scream and yell. You made Dana clarify, right? You were out here.
Right.
Why did you not make Beth clarify?
Because she stuck with
Because she-
vinaigrette.
No.
Different than oil and
She
vinegar.
didn't change her answer. She went oil and vinaigrette.
Yes,
Which
she
she
said-
knows to be oil and vinegar.
She
Hey,
said
Howard.
Vinaigrette.
Howard, real quick, I just want to congratulate you and not
Fred,
on the
what is-
game on Beth.
Thank you so much.
Fred's yelling back there.
Double A weighing in.
The winner is.
What does Fred think?
Fred, what are you yelling
Fred
about?
was saying wrong.
No, because it's number one. Oil and vinegar is not the same as vinaigrette. That's
Agreed,
number one.
agreed.
And whatever the judge, I agree with
but
Artie.
oil and vinaigrette.
Whatever the judge decides, that's what should be the final thing.
That's
However,
right.
I do disagree with the blue suit there guy. Is like she started
Yeah,
saying
like a-
oil and vinaigrette. She corrected
She did
herself.
not.
No, she did.
She
Listen to the
finished
tape.
the- you
Listen to the tape.
All right, Fred, you've weighed in, and
she's-
no one cares. We're going to.
Doesn't matter. You lost.
I still don't know. what
Okay,
to-
I agree. I lost.
what you
You
want.
want to take away my win? Go
You
ahead.
lost what you want.
I
The
still don't
money
know what
goes to Artie and Dana,
I'm
but
not
I
taking
feel
it.
victory was mine.
All right, what do I do with the money when Artie and Dana won't
All
take
right,
it?
No,
Dana have to
let's
take it.
take our $1,000 back. Everybody gets
No,
$1,000
Artie and
back.
Dana take the money.
You know what, Howard? It's got to be a rematch.
The
Howard, I
winners
don't
are
want
Artie
the
and
money.
Dana. No rematch.
I think John should pay me.
The whole contest has been changed by
F you,
It's all tainted.
I'm sorry.
And I will come back after these words.
You're listening to
All right. A couple of things I have to say that were discussed during the commercial. First of all, Robin, not only did I'll tell you another reason why I won the Newlywed Game. You should never have said to Dana, be more specific. Her answer was wait with Artie. And
don't say just me.
All right.
It was me and Beth.
You guys, when whatever her first answer is the answer. It was wait.
The game got very competitive at that
And
point.
the fact of the matter is, by making her clarify, she changed her answer to stomach. And Artie wouldn't have matched.
You're absolutely right. They didn't control the contestants.
They didn't. The game...
It was a natural reaction, though. They wanted to win.
My sweet Beth won.
Your sweet Beth was also screaming for Dana to be specific.
Well, she's not a professional. That's why I blame you.
But then why did they scream to Beth to be specific
Exactly.
then? That's the problem.
It
There
didn't
was
work
no
both ways.
She had it.
Well, she was trying to be specific. That's why.
Chef Anthony says...
Who's Chef Anthony?
excuse me, I'm sorry. Chef Mike, are you there?
Howard, how are you?
Hi.
Hi. I am a chef, and I can resolve this very simply. There is no such thing as a vinaigrette. It's just like the word Dijonnaise, where mustard and mayonnaise are mixed. When you look at any type of recipe, any time it says like a basil balsamic vinaigrette, the ingredients specifically state oil and vinegar mixed.
Of course.
A vinaigrette.
And something else.
Yes.
And let me tell you something.
And when you have oil and vinegar, there's nothing else.
Why create the word vinaigrette then? What the hell?
Because it's marketing.
Vinaigrette is a manufactured word for ingredients put together to make the word vinaigrette. When you do ingredients and you put things together, there is no such ingredient as a vinaigrette.
It's oil and vinegar.
There's nothing
But the point is, it's mixed, and the oil and vinegar is not.
But when Beth said it's an oil and vinaigrette, it's the same thing.
She said it's
But she
oil
didn't
and
say
vin, and then she called it vinaigrette.
She did not say that.
She meant
That's
to
what
say
the
oil
bone
and
of
vinegar.
You know
contention is.
exactly what she
resolve the
meant.
problem, Howard, to
Say
resolve
that.
the whole issue,
Big
you are
zero there.
100% right because there is no such thing as vinaigrette. It's
Well, wait a
oil
second.
and vinegar
It's
mixed.
non-existent.
That's not true. Because if somebody comes into your restaurant and somebody says, I want oil and vinegar, do you bring them, or if somebody says they want vinaigrette,
If somebody says oil and vinaigrette, they say clarify. What do you
vinaigrette.
want?
Is it your
Baba
stomach?
Booey.
They say, do you want oil and vinegar or do you want vinaigrette? Beth did not clarify. She said oil and vinaigrette.
She did clarify.
When you-
She
when-
said
vinaigrette.
When you go to an Italian restaurant and you ask for oil
Oh
and
boy,
vinegar,
look
they
at the
bring that-
semantics because no one can stand that I won.
ask Chef
I
Mike.
don't care
Wait a
that you
second.
won. Here, take the money.
The Newlywed Game would have called that a win. And
Howard.
you know it, and I know
I
it.
think you're wrong.
I don't.
Guys,
The Newlywed,
Call up the guy from the
I'll tell
Newlywed
you what,
Game.
the Newlywed Game
And Vinny, your
states-
stomach is sticking out of your shirt.
The Newlywed Game states that the final answer must be exact. Exact.
Right. And
Correct.
the fact of the matter is,
But they never say that.
they would still accept Poland Spring and water.
But didn't Artie's girlfriend say that it was the apartment instead of the actual room?
Oh,
Right.
shut up,
Exactly.
Chef Jerkoff.
You're right.
Let me tell you
Chef
something.
Jerkoff,
Let me tell you something, you fruit.
This is
someone
Sal,
comes
isn't
into
Artie,
your-
if
someone
it
comes
wasn't
into
for
your
me, you wouldn't be so heavy.
Someone comes into your crappy restaurant and orders vinaigrette. You bring them oil and vinegar and say it's the
No.
same thing?
Right, no.
Most losers of the game would say something
But you're
like
wrong,
that.
Artie. If I went to a restaurant and said, bring me oil and vinaigrette, the guy would say, do you want oil and vinegar or vinaigrette?
Absolutely. When you go to a restaurant, you order oil and
So
vinegar.
there's
They
a
bring
difference.
Two
So there's a
different
difference.
things.
You dig in your own hole because Beth said vinaigrette. That was her final answer.
She said oil and vinaigrette.
No, her
and then-
final
And
answer
you know,
was
and
vinaigrette.
you know that oil and vinegar are the components of vinaigrette, and that in the Newlywed Game they would have
Howard,
won.
You don't get the same
Howard,
thing
if
when
it-
you
if-
ask for vinaigrette
if you
or
s-
when you ask for oil and vinegar.
They asked you to clarify.
Robin, if
You
you
didn't
said-
ask her to
And this was
clarify.
a matching game, and you
Yeah,
didn't.
but Robin, that's the
We
problem.
won.
You guys asked Dana to clarify between weight and stomach, but you didn't ask Beth to clarify between oil and vinaigrette.
because she did clarify.
Because
She
Robin
said
didn't want me to win.
vinaigrette. No,
One has
she
nothing to do with the
clarified
other.
and
One has
said
nothing to do with the
vinaigrette.
other.
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
This
Well,
is what
I
I,
don't know,
said.
man.
You know, we're
And by
gonna
the way,
start
I want to say,
arguing again.
my general manager, Tom, Mr. X asked you a question. Should I wear a mask or not? And what did you tell him?
Tell him wear the mask.
Thanks. Why would you tell him that?
Because I thought it was part of your shtick.
It's not part of my shtick.
Part of
He
your
wanted
shtick,
to wear a mask. I would love to have the guy without a mask. I could hardly hear him. Why would you tell him? Why don't you say, I'm not involved in the show, Mr. X? Ask Howard.
He asked my opinion. I gave my opinion.
Do you think it'd be more interesting for us to see what he looks like?
Your opinion was that he should be wearing a mask. Wouldn't the whole audience want to see Mr. X, not a mask?
You know what? No, I think it's. I disagree. But but your call. But I disagree.
It's not my call. It was your call.
No. He asked me. He asked me my opinion. I gave him.
Your opinion was you'd rather see Robin's boyfriend in a mask where you can't see him than to see him. You're more curious to see him in a mask that I can buy in a costume shop than to see the real boyfriend she dates.
Why are we changing topic?
Because I'm so frustrated with you. I don't know how you get... Why are you on the floor when I do my show? Can you not be so conspicuous?
Howard, this is the same thing that happened with the push-ups. Who is the real judge of this whole game?
Well, the judge was Gary. We even had a point of saying that in the beginning, we all agreed Gary was the judge.
Okay, but everybody is coercing the decision. What is Gary's final decision? After what I said, what is Gary's final decision?
He said Howard won.
When you go to a restaurant you order oil and vinegar with your salad, you get a red and you get an oil, and it comes on your table as oil and vinegar. When you order a vinaigrette, it's mixed together already in the salad.
That's what Beth said.
Two different things.
Beth said they mix it together for you.
There's no such thing
No,
as
it's
a
not.
vinaigrette.
There was not a, you didn't get to write a paragraph on that
Hey,
card.
Robin, the definition of vinaigrette would literally mean a small bottle of vinegar.
No, but listen, listen.
It's oil and vinegar.
With oil and vinegar.
Oh, forget it. It's boring already. Artie, you win. You win. You're a genius.
I'm not a genius.
And Tom, thank you for telling Mr. X to wear a mask. That was great.
The vinaigrette salad dressing is a half a cup of oil, a quarter cup of vinegar, mustard, Dijon mustard.
According to who?
Garlic. Here's a recipe.
It's a mixture.
This guy's a chef.
Salt, ground pepper, sugar. That's a lot different.
There's a million, but she said oil and vinaigrette.
No, she did not.
she did.
Really
She
ought to listen to
Ah,
the...
you're all nitpicking.
And then Beth corrected herself and said no vinaigrette on the side.
That's what
If
she
somebody
wanted.
asked what your favorite drink was, and anybody said, my favorite drink's a beer, would it be specific to say Heineken or Budweiser or beer?
That would be just like the answer was water or Poland Spring. It's the same thing.
Correct. So in the whole nature of this whole contest,
You're an idiot.
Howard is right.
So you do not know what you're talking about.
No, he doesn't. He's an idiot, this guy.
This guy is right on the money.
Howard, you are 100% right.
Because this isn't about whether oil and vinegar is in vinaigrette. It's about did you
This
match?
is a game of whether or not couples know one another.
Robin, if you were close, would you be louder yelling?
What? I'm
You weren't
sorry.
even in the game, and you're making us think about
Well,
it.
listen.
I
This
can
is a
tell the
question
rules.
of. This is a question. Listen.
I know this game. I don't know my boy.
Oil and vinegar. A vinaigrette has some salt and some mustard in it. Okay, listen.
herbs and
The
spices.
point is, how well does a couple know each other?
And you know each other very
Very
well.
well.
The fact of the matter is, you're going to get into semantics with oil and vinegar where they added salt to make it vinaigrette.
All right, you know what this is? This is Vinny's
We
fault.
won.
It's his
Not-
questions
it's
that
so
were
not
right.
right. Those were good questions. I'm sorry.
They're good questions.
They were very good.
I got to get to news, Tom. You're a fascinating man that you'd want a guy to wear a
Very
mask.
compelling.
I know. Thank you for doing
Howard,
that.
thanks for taking my call. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Take care.
So you're wrong.
Congratulations on what? Everybody's fighting.
I'm mad at Tom the most.
Tom the most.
Because a guy says to you, should I wear my mask on TV or not? And you go, wear the mask. Why would my audience not want to see Robin's boyfriend?
They're going to think it's fake.
He wasn't thinking about the audience.
No, I was.
Well, in all fairness, Tom knows what he looks like.
Oh, that's right.
He wasn't thinking about the
And
audience.
it's just a radio.
That's right. That's right. All right, Tom, I didn't realize. You already know what he looks like. It's more fun.
He'd rather see him.
He's
as
a
man.
black
Apparently,
man.
he's got a big nose.
I wish all TV guests would wear masks. You should have got into television, Tom. You're a genius.
Absolutely.
On Tom's television said he paints a mask on all the people.
I was really big on Winky Dink back in those days.
Mm-hmm. Well, thanks for that, Tom.
My pleasure.
All right.
Good ad lib.
Good call. Let's go to the news. All right, I have a headache.
Hey, Howard, you know what? You and Artie both win, because when people see this and see the girls you guys got...
Absolutely. What's the problem? You're all winners.
No.
That's where I'm pinching myself.
But it was a compelling game, and it was fun to listen to. But unfortunately...
Whatever, I didn't enjoy it.
I'm just glad you all are happy knowing those superficial things about each other.
Oh.
There you go. Stu, you're on the air.
Hey, how you doing? It's Brad Pitt's brother, Stu.
Hey, Stu Pitt.
Right. Listen, Howie, man, I don't know what the problem is. You clearly won that.
Well, thank you.
But listen, I wanted to know, can Beth... What?
Okay, what is it?
All right. Can Beth swim really fast with those big flipper-like feet?
Oh, what are you doing to my
serious.
girlfriend? Why would you do that? She's sensitive. What's the matter with you?
So she's got
What?
one fault. I seen her walking out of
She
school
doesn't
with
like
you,
Yeah.
and I swear to God, I didn't even see you. That's how beautiful she was.
Ah,
like an
there you
angel
go.
floating
Okay.
across the sidewalk.
Why would you say such a terrible thing?
I was just busting her banana.
No,
That would be
listen.
your nose.
Oh, come on.
Come on, just gotta bust your chops a little bit. You can handle it.
Do you know people are sensitive and they have issues? What's the matter with you?
And she was sharing with us.
Her feet are fine.
She was
10
being,
and a half, bro. That's gigantic.
she's a tall woman. She's
To our
5'10".
height.
Yeah, she is.
A very tall woman.
Very angelic walking down the block with that flowing blonde hair.
All right, so there you go.
Vision of beauty sticks
There
in
you
my
go.
mind every
All right.
evening when I whack one out.
Thank you.
I love her.
Oh my God.
Go ahead, Robin.
All right.
I mean, can you imagine? Vinny,
Could you play Robin McGuire,
not right now. My head hurts.
please? I
Yeah,
want
we're all
Mr. X.
sick of you,
I want Mr. X, who hasn't read your book, to know about all the people you've slept with.
We're all sick of you, Vinny.
Matt, you're on the air.
Hey, I just got out of class. Who won?
Artie and Dana.
No.
Artie and Dana won.
Howard and
Artie won?
Yep.
What were the questions that the guys got?
I got them all right. Artie got one wrong, but Artie won.
Yeah, but what about the girls then? Who got them right there?
Beth got everyone right
So how'd you lose?
because they're busting my balls. I even went and did another bonus question, and I got that one right, too. Thank
I
you.
got the bonus question right too.
Good.
You guys are the best.
Thank you.
We'll never get over this. I think this is the end.
I'm admitting I lost. I don't want.
Who's got the money?
Artie, I gave him $500.
Yeah, but
That's all he would take.
I'm giving it back.
That's
to you.
No, I don't want it. I won't take it. Throw in the garbage.
I'll say this: you're an honorable guy that way.
Thank you. Chauncey, what's up?
Howard, I'm at a diner now. I just ordered a chef salad, and I'm about to ask them for oil and vinaigrette.
You know what they're going to do? They're going to ask you, they're going to go, do you want oil and vinegar or do you want vinaigrette?
Do you want to hear?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what happens. I'm in the diner now. I ordered the salad. Hold on one second,
Salad
okay?
at this time of the morning.
Oh, what kind of dressing? I was like oil and vinaigrette.
Oil and vinaigrette.
Oh, did you say? Okay. Did you hear what just happened, Howard?
What'd she say?
She said, you want oil and vinegar.
See?
She asked for clarification.
And it was oil, and the clarification was you want oil and vinegar.
But she didn't match his answer.
That's my point. Beth said oil and vinaigrette.
Howard, I'm going to put it on the phone.
And then she went,
Ma'am?
Formalized saying oil and
First of
vinegar.
all, that's not a waitress. That's
Wait,
a
hold on,
stripper
guys.
Chauncey has tied up in his apartment.
I just asked you for oil and vinaigrette. Will you tell them what that means?
Oil and vinegar is oil and vinegar.
Yeah, he's stupid because he doesn't know what he's
Right,
If
but
I,
he
no, if I
asked
say oil and vinaigrette, what does that mean?
It's a dressing.
And what did you get me?
Oil and vinegar.
Ah!
No, but she made him say he wanted oil and vinegar.
Vinaigrette, please.
Thank
Does that answer your question?
Yeah, this is completely accurate.